So I've been using the Galaxy Z Fold 6 for almost 40 days now, and for the most part I'm pretty happy with that. But being happy doesn't mean it's perfect. There are some things I don't like which you should know before buying this phone. What's up guys, Sal here. So first up, I have to say this might be the best looking foldable Samsung or any other company has ever made. No matter how you hold it, this thing just screams premium. I've always been a big fan of Galaxy Note's boxier look, so I'm loving that Samsung went in that direction here. And it's not just the overall shape that's impressive, it's the little things too. The bezels are slim and perfectly uniform on all sides, both on the cover and the main display. And when you hold it in your hand, it just feels right. Not too heavy, not too light, just the perfect balance that reminds you you're holding a premium phone. And it's not just the overall design that impresses, it's the little things. The matte finish on the frame and bezels, the precise cutouts, the new camera lens design, and the way it folds completely shut. If I had to give the design a grade, it's a solid A+ for me. Now let's get into the displays because, well, that's kinda the whole point of a foldable, right? So the Z Fold 6 brings the same color depth and brightness as the S24 Ultra, which is impressive. Whether you're scrolling through Instagram, watching a movie, or just checking emails, the visuals are stunning. The colors are vibrant, the blacks are deep, and it's bright enough to use comfortably even under direct sunlight. But, and this is a big but, if you're watching YouTube videos or watching Netflix, you're gonna notice those black bars. Yeah, whether you're holding the phone vertically or horizontally, those bars are just part of the deal. So if you're hoping for a full screen experience, you would be a bit disappointed. But for everything else, like reading a book, browsing the web, playing games, it's all smooth sailing. Gaming in particular is awesome on this device. Most games I tried stretched to fill the screen, and as long as they adapt to that 4:3 form factor, they look amazing. Now let's address the elephant in the room, the crease. It's better than before, no doubt. In fact, in day-to-day use, you almost forget it's there. But catch the screen at a weird angle with a bit of a reflection, and yeah, you'll see it. But here's the thing, when you're actually using the phone, you're so absorbed in the content that the crease becomes an afterthought. It's a non-issue for 99% of what you do. Speaking of its imperfections, I was bummed to find out it doesn't come with Gorilla Glass armor like the S24 Ultra. That's a bit of a letdown, especially for a device this premium. This new glass is tougher and has an anti-reflective design that makes a big difference in clarity. I've been using the S24 Ultra for 8 months without a single scratch thanks to that glass. Z Fold 6 on the other hand still uses Fictus 2, which is good but not quite on the same level. That said, after a month of use, I haven't noticed any scratches on either the outer or inner displays, so it's holding up well. But I miss having that anti-reflective glass on this phone. Now here's a little update on my change of heart. Initially I was happy with the cover screen on this phone, and for the first time in years I didn't feel like the cover screen on a Z Fold was too narrow. But after using it for a month, I kinda missed the regular smartphone screen. I didn't touch my S24 Ultra for the past month, and when I finally picked it up, the normal screen aspect ratio felt so good. It made me realize that I'd love a cover screen with a regular aspect ratio. Don't get me wrong, the cover screen on the Z Fold 6 is perfectly fine for almost everything, but sometimes I just don't feel like opening the phone to use the bigger screen, especially since you need both hands for that. In those moments, I wish the cover screen was as wide as the S24 Ultras. And given that the Z Fold 6 Ultra is rumored to feature a cover screen as wide as the S24 Ultras, it's hard to not wonder what could have been. Now here's a quick speaker test comparing the Z Fold 6, S24 Ultra, and the iPhone 15 Pro Max.
Beats by Nibs. Beats by Nibs. Beats by Nibs.
Honestly, all three sound pretty impressive, but if I had to pick one, I'd go with the Z Fold 6. It has the best sound separation of the bunch. The iPhone does have a bit more bass, but overall the Z Fold 6 delivers a better audio experience. Alright, let's shift gears and talk performance. This phone is a beast, plain and simple. With the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 under the hood, the Z Fold 6 can handle pretty much anything you throw at it. apps load instantly, multitasking is smooth, and even the most demanding games run without a hitch. I've never found myself waiting on this phone to catch up, of course with the exception of Galaxy AI features which require time to run data through large language models. What really surprised me though is how cool this phone stays, even during heavy use. It's cooler than the S24 Ultra, which is impressive considering the power packed inside this thing, so major thumbs up for that. Next, battery life on the Z Fold 6 is solid but not mind-blowing. With how I use it, I easily get through the day with around 10 to 20% left, which should be fine for most people. But if you're used to the S Ultra phones, especially the S23 or S24 Ultra, you'll notice a difference. It's all about the battery capacity. I can push the S24 Ultra to almost 2 days with regular use, but with the Z Fold 6, I'm reaching for the charger the next morning. If you're someone who charges overnight, you won't have any issues. Just don't expect the same battery life as the S23 or S24 Ultra because the battery here is smaller. Overall though, I'm okay with what I'm getting with the Z Fold 6. Now what's not so great is the charging speed. It still has 25-watt charging, which gets you to 50% in about 30 minutes. Meanwhile, the S24 Ultra has 45-watt charging, and if the Z Fold 6 had that, it would hit almost 70% in the same time. Wireless charging is even slower at just 15 watts. Is it a deal breaker? Not really, especially if you've never used a faster charging phone. But there are times when you need that quick top up, and that's when you really notice it. Chinese brands are already offering faster charging, and their batteries are holding up fine. So yeah, it's about time Samsung steps it up to at least 65 watts. Now onto the cameras. While I'm not a photographer, I represent the majority of smartphone users who don't pixel peep or obsess over minor details. For me, the Z Fold 6's camera system is excellent. The main camera captures stunning photos with great color accuracy and detail. Even compared to the S24 Ultra's 200 megapixel sensor, the difference isn't noticeable to the average person. The 3x zoom and ultra-wide cameras also perform well. However, the long-range zoom is a letdown. Unlike the S24 Ultra, the Z Fold 6 lacks a periscope zoom camera, so anything beyond like 10x zoom doesn't look as sharp. Considering the nearly $2,000 price tag, there's no reason Samsung couldn't have included a periscope zoom lens here. Additionally, when recording video in 4K 60 FPS, you cannot switch between lenses unless you drop to 30 FPS. While this may not bother most people, I prefer recording in 4K 60 FPS for the smoother frame rate. So this limitation was a bit disappointing. You see, people are naturally drawn to visually compelling compositions, often focusing on specific details rather than the entire scene. That's why I frequently shoot in 3x and 5x zoom. Coming from the S24 Ultra, the Z Fold 6's zoom capability feel underwhelming. Now let's dive into the software. Samsung's One UI 6.1.1 feels smoother than ever. The animations are fluid, the responsiveness is spot on, and the unique foldable experience is fully realized here. Apps like WhatsApp and Gmail make perfect use of the larger screen, turning what used to be a simple messaging or email app into a productivity powerhouse. YouTube practically transforms into a desktop-like experience, complete with related videos and comments all within easy reach. Then there's the Flex mode, which adds a whole new dimensions to how you use your apps. YouTube gains a media controller with brightness and volume sliders, the calendars becomes more intuitive, and the camera app gives you options to preview and delete photos on the fly. In multitasking, you can open 4 apps at once, though I doubt most people will use that feature to its full potential. But running 2 apps side by side, it's a game changer. And unlike on a traditional phone, nothing feels cramped. Z Fold 6 is built for this kind of multitasking, and it handles it without breaking a sweat. AI is everywhere these days, and the Z Fold 6 is no exception. You've got your standard Galaxy AI features, but Samsung's also thrown in some new ones. My favorite, the Sketch to Image tool. Draw something on an image and the phone magically turns it into a real object. It's almost spooky how accurate it is, down to the tiniest detail. Then there's the Portrait Studio, which lets you transform a simple profile shot into something worthy of a magazine cover. And for those times when you're chatting with someone in another language, the real-time interpreter is a lifesaver. Just fold the phone halfway and it will translate your conversation on the fly, with both people able to see what's being said. One feature I really appreciate is the Circle to Search, which now solves math equations too. It's not just about getting the answer, it breaks down the solution step by step, which is fantastic for those of us who have forgotten our high school algebra. And speaking of saving time, you can now generate entire emails or social media comments with just the command. And it works across all apps, adapting to the tone and context of your conversation. For someone who deals with a lot of emails every day, this is a very handy feature. Samsung promises to keep the Z Fold 6 relevant for years to come with 7 years of software updates, including all the cool new AI features that will debut on future devices. So even though you're dropping $1,900 on a phone, you can rest easy knowing it will stay fresh with the latest features for a long time. So what's the final verdict? Should you buy the Z Fold 6? Well, this phone might not win every category, but it's undeniably the best overall foldable phone on the market right now. It's premium, it's powerful, and it offers a unique experience you won't find on any other phone. Yes, there are some minor drawbacks like the limited zoom, slower charging speeds, and of course that steep price tag, but the Z Fold 6 is the most polished foldable phone out there. Whether you're coming from an older Fold model or getting your first foldable phone, you're likely gonna love this thing. If you're thinking about getting one, Samsung is still offering some enticing deals like double the storage, up to $1,200 trade-in value, and some awesome bundle offers. Check out the purchase link in the description below. And if you're curious about how the Galaxy Watch Ultra stacks up, click here to watch my full review, and I'll see you there.